Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Talking down in the left corner, Bayton Foot. Now talking down in the right corner, the host of this podcast, Jakai, Mr. Competitive Wilson. Let's get ready for a discussion. You're now tuned into the Growth is Competitive podcast, where we do our best to highlight how your competitive spirit can guide you to be a better person today than you was yesterday.
If that sounds good to you, let's lace them up and let's run for the money, yo.
Oh, he said the money. I appreciate that. Bayton. I know Bayton. First off, if you are listening, you probably can't see the difference. But if you are watching on YouTube or Spotify, wherever you watch this podcast, this is a road game today. We are at the World of Babylon, and this is where I know Bayton from. He hosts different events here, and my guy Ryan from the Something to Hold Us podcast, he did his first poem here. So appreciate you for having this space, my brother.
Anytime.
Yes,
it's
sir.
a pleasure.
So how I like to start this podcast is with identity affirmations, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you who you are 3 times, and you'll give a minimum of 1-word response or a maximum of 2-word responses describing who you are. So for an example, if you ask me, who are you? I'd say Jakai Wilson. Who are you? Competitive spirit. Who are you? Passionate. You get it?
Right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Who are you?
Bayton.
Who are you?
Righteous.
Who are you?
Humble.
Okay. How did it feel hearing yourself describe yourself?
I just felt otherworldly. Like,
Worldly, you said?
Worldly, yes.
Otherworldly. Oh,
Yes.
I like your vocab, sir, and how you, okay.
Yeah.
Is that something that you practice often? Do you practice positive affirmations?
I do. I think it's important.
Okay.
Not I think it's important. I believe it's important.
There we go. Do
Yeah.
you do it like in the mirror? Do you write it down? How do you practice them?
I write them down.
Okay.
So I have like a whole notebook of like affirmations that like I say to myself. And I wrote some like 4 or 6 years ago. And they're still into my head. So and I use symbolism. So anytime like I wake up and like the sun is shining a certain way, I'll say affirmation. Like,
Okay.
you know, so to keep myself going. So no matter what's going on in my environment, something will remind me to say that.
Okay, respect.
Affirmation.
I appreciate that, bro. Now, if you don't mind, I want to ask you some more questions so the audience can get to know you a little better. That's okay?
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. Where were you born?
I was born in Connecticut. Norwalk, Connecticut.
Okay, Norwalk, Connecticut. Okay. In the streets or in the hospital or in a house?
I believe it was a hospital.
Okay.
Norwalk Hospital, yeah.
But you believe it, but it hasn't been confirmed yet?
It's confirmed on
Okay.
my birth certificate, yeah.
All right. Who raised you?
Who raised me?
Right.
Definitely my parents.
Your parents raised you?
Yeah.
You want to give a name to those parents or no?
Yeah, shout out Jacqueline.
Jacqueline?
Shout out Hugh, yes.
Jacqueline and Hugh.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Respect. Do you have any siblings?
I do.
How many?
I have about like 1.
You have about one?
All right, so I come from a Caribbean family, so, you know, the answer is kind of like,
Oh.
there's an estimate, you know what I'm saying? Who's here right now? I have 1. Shout out Dare.
Oh.
And whatever else my dad did, there's other there's out there.
Do you know of the other ones? Not do you know them? Do you know of them?
I know of them, yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
I guess I can relate to that in a sense. Not how you said. You said about 1. I've never heard that before. About 1. Okay. What's your highest level of education?
Highest level, definitely college.
College.
Yeah.
You did all 4 years, or you did 6 years?
No,
or
I did. I got my associates.
associates,
Yep.
and that's what, a 2-year degree?
Yes, sir.
Respect. I my highest level of education is 12th grade, so I hope you didn't feel no type of way. I wasn't trying to make you feel no way.
Oh no, you're good.
All right,
Nah,
I'm
for-
great, sir.
If you actually had your bachelor's, I feel some type of way. I'm like, damn.
My wife got a master's, so what that mean?
Oh,
That means through association I got mine. So you
Yeah.
feel some type of way about that or
No,
not?
I don't.
All right, good.
I don't. Actually, you should use that to your advantage. And be like, you still love me. You see this? Like,
I do it every time I wake up, bro. I'm like, I ain't got that, but you know what I'm saying? You got me. You're okay. What do you do for money nowadays?
what do? I have my own media company.
Okay. And so I have a spirit animal. It's a lion, right? Do you have a spirit animal?
I do.
What's your spirit animal?
It is an elephant.
An elephant?
Yes.
An elephant.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate why that is?
All right. So it's an elephant because elephants are kind of like leaders of the jungle. All right. So they also take care of the jungle. So I kind of see myself as that, where like, I don't know, I'm this figure, But like instead of using my power for destruction, I use it to take care of things.
Wow. That's not the first time someone said an elephant. The first time someone said elephant, they said because elephants, they only roll around with other elephants, big creatures. And so I like what you said, actually. Not better, but I just like it as well.
Oh, thank you.
Wow. Okay, that's great.
Thank you.
What would you rate your competitive spirit out of a 1 through 10? 10 being like super competitive, 1 being not that much.
I'm like a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so if I was to come over for like game night, like what would that 7 look like?
That 7 will look like, all right, we're gonna have like a good game. But like if you start taking it more seriously than me, I'm gonna just like chill.
Yo, Bayton, that sounds like it's a 3, bro. What you mean you gonna chill?
Nah, because it's like all right, I'm competitive for like my own reasons. So like, you know what I mean? It's not you that's like exciting me. It's like my own personal goal of what I'm doing that makes me competitive.
Okay.
So it's like as I'm getting that, and then like I see somebody like trying to make this about more than just what I want. I'm like, yo, you could chill out. Like I'm just
But hey, game night, it's about winning. Well, I mean, it could be about, I don't know what your personal reasons are, whatever game. But
all right, yeah. It depends on the game. It depends because on some games I could be like a 10. I could be like a 10. But in general, I'm a 7.
Is it? You said it depends on the game. So does it matter? Like if you're good at the game, then it's gonna be a 10.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
So how often do you ever step outside of your current competencies?
No, I don't. Not
you
as
don't?
Often. Not as often.
Okay.
Not as often. I want to. I want to like learn like more stuff. Like I never learned how to play chess or like poker.
Wow.
You know.
The poker part, whatever, but the chess part, that's quite fascinating. You never learned how to play chess.
Yeah, no. I never tried.
Have you ever watched people play chess?
I have.
And you didn't pick up anything?
No.
What was going on in your mind?
I think, is it board game anxiety? Maybe that's the thing.
I never heard that, but it
I
could
think
be.
It's board game anxiety, man.
Okay.
I played with like a lot of cards. As a kid, I was like cards, physical activity, PlayStation. So, and I was artistic. So like my mind, right. So my mind wasn't all over the place. I just had like my favorite things to do. And I spent time on those favorite things, and that's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
So anything outside of that, I have to like, okay. Like, yeah.
Okay, respect.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I do this thing, it's called On 3 Go, right? So I'm gonna ask a question, it's gonna be sports related, and we'll name a sport.
Okay.
All right, so here's the question. What is a sport you feel tires you mentally before physically? So I'm gonna count to 3 and we'll say our answers. You ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Baseball.
Archery. Baseball?
Yeah.
Why you say baseball?
It's just like a lot of waiting. A lot of waiting.
What if you're a starter though? What you mean a lot of waiting?
What if I'm a starter?
Yeah.
Still, it's just.
Oh, you mean like waiting for like action?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. If I was actually playing.
If you was playing or you period. I'm saying like you're saying like let's say if you're a center fielder, how many times the ball come to you in a game?
Right.
Yeah, so that's probably why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's probably why.
All right, I said archery and because I think that doesn't require a lot of physical movement.
Yeah.
So I think, if you don't hit the bullseye or whatever, you start to get upset and that might mess up your mental or whatever. But baseball, that's interesting, bro. All right. Now I'm gonna just ask you like go into some stuff that I've seen, right? So you came up with the name of World of Babylon back in November 2018.
Yes.
Sound about right? All right. When you were thinking of a name, what was important to you?
It has to be a standout name, and one day it has to be a trademark.
And when we say stand out, in what way do you mean stand out?
Like rememberable. Like it could be a household name. Like it could be easily discussed.
Okay.
Like it's once you hear it, it's like it sticks.
So World of Babylon, outside of that being that name that sticks, what else does that mean to you?
It means it has a lot to do with like the current world that we're in. Because there's a saying, hey, there's a war outside.
I'm in the crib with it.
Yeah.
You outside, that's a remix.
Yeah. But when people say that, they're like, hey, there's a war outside. So, and that's true. But what do we do about it? You know what I'm saying? We're always saying, yeah, there's a war outside. So where's the sanctuary in that? So that's why I call it sanctuary of the culture. Because Babylon was at one point a high-tech society, but like it was like eventually like cursed or something. So this world nowadays always been corrupted, but nowadays there's like a lot more stuff going on, and as a minority coming up, trying to do certain things and having to go out our own separate way just to achieve what other people could achieve in a more simpler way. It's like we always going against the grain.
Yep.
So to me, it's like we're living in a world of like Babylon, but we don't have to be defined by that, you know. So Babylon is like they're saying like a world of problems. Well, it's okay. It's a world of problems. Let's identify the answers,
right?
You know. So and let's make a sanctuary and let's go against that.
Okay. The
So,
sanctuary.
yeah.
All right. Cool. Respect. I appreciate that,
Right.
bro. That education lesson right there. So you also said you was on another podcast. The name escapes me right now. I apologize. But you said that you enjoy seeing other people's joy,
Yeah.
right? And may you provide an example of what that looks like when you're seeing someone else's joy?
Yeah. One example being like seeing somebody like thrive off of my platform. Seeing somebody do something for the first time, or seeing somebody not have the confidence to do something and they finally do it, and like the reaction is great. Seeing somebody at, you know, the best of themselves.
And what does so when you're enjoying something, what does it look like for you to be enjoying something? Like, is it just simple as a smile, or like what's that feeling? What does it? I'm trying to go a little bit more in depth. I apologize.
Yeah, right. Of how
how you feel, and what does it look like? Like if you just saw someone accomplish something that they were scared of before, right? You said that you'll get that joy. But if I'm looking at you, how can I tell that you're in a joyful state right now?
good question. I probably smile. I probably have like a cinematic look into the sunset.
A cinematic.
Yeah, I do that. Like just, I'm like, it's like end of a Star Wars film. Like
you ever watch the show The Office?
Yes.
And you like how they always
That's what.
Can you do it right now?
Huh?
Do it right now. No, your camera here, sir.
All right.
Yeah, throughout this episode, sorry for anybody that's listening, just hop over to YouTube or whatever. But throughout this episode, I would like you to do that every once in a while.
Okay. Got you. Whenever something's good, like I'll do that.
Okay. Last time I was here, we had a brief discussion after the event, and you said something that I've never heard before. You said martial arts saved your life.
Yes.
May you please go into that a bit?
Yeah, sure. So I started like when I was 12, and it's still like a consistent thing in my life. And I started like I was going to Central and like high school in Bridgeport. And the crazy thing was, I don't know, I always thought different. So like, you know, a lot of my friends were doing like basketball, football, like whatever. When I was younger, I actually wanted to do basketball, like for real.
Yes, sir.
But I lived somewhere where like I couldn't get a ride to like any type of practice or anything. So like kind of just like drifted. The inspiration drifted. So where I lived at, there was a martial arts school in the area. And my mom was like, yo, you need to do something like after school, like whatever. I was like, yeah, you right. I mean, ain't nobody gonna give me a ride to do basketball, but I know if I go down the street right here, I'll have control of my extracurricular activities. So I went over there, and I didn't like it at first, to be honest.
What didn't you like about it?
I didn't like the repetition of things. I didn't like, but that was just me being molded, like learning discipline and everything. And then like what's crazy was like 2 belts later, I started really like loving it.
2 belts later?
Yeah.
How long did it take to get to those belts?
About a year and a half.
And was it just, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off. Was it just the duration of time that allowed you to advance, or did you have to accomplish certain things?
No, I had to accomplish certain things.
Okay.
I had to accomplish certain things. So like definitely like it showed me, to like answer your question, it showed me like a lot of like what it means to like work hard. What it means to have a character, because martial arts is all about character. Like you had to be. It's not the fighting. It's your character, and your character has to be molded, and it has to be sane, and it has to be ready. So you gotta be the best of who you could be anywhere you go. So one of the things was just even learning how to walk. Like Demetrius Portfoy, who's my instructor, taught us how to walk straight, chest up, and he taught us that. So every time we took do a tournament and we went up to judges, he wanted us to know that like when you walk, you need to make the room feel like you're supposed to be here. So that never left my head. Like just those little things. It wasn't the kicks. It wasn't the punches. It was just like your best character is everywhere you go, and you need to make the room feel that.
Right.
So, and that stuck with me.
And also last time, and I mean, kind of you was basically saying it now too. Like there's a code of conduct, right? Martial arts. It's funny though, because I do think like when I first hear it, at least before, I do think of the kicks and all that. My favorite. I might be trying to be disrespectful. My favorite Chinese character or whatever like that. But yeah, I didn't even know that there was something else in it entirely. And I also asked you last time about Stoicism, and you said, I believe you said, correct me if I'm wrong. You said sometimes you feel you're in too deep. Is that what you said, or does that resonate?
In too deep
with Stoicism. I think that's what you said, but I might have misremembered.
No, I remember we touched on this. Like I was in too deep of myself being stoic.
Perhaps that was it.
I think we touched around that, but I think I said in too deep.
But what's your thoughts on Stoicism?
It's something, man. Stoicism. It's for me. It's hard to answer because, like, and this is the in too deep part. I do it so naturally. I never really think about that.
Do you think that's something that everyone can benefit from, learning of and practicing the principles of Stoicism?
Yeah, because before I even actually learned the word, I was doing it. So like, I never knew what it was. But like, Stoicism is basically, bad stuff is going to happen, but you maintain your character. And you don't let your environment feel that.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And it's a very heroic trait. You know, because like be a hero, you know, you got to be able to like stand strongly and, you know, not give in to fear because there's other people watching you or there's other circumstances that are depending on you. So being stoic is definitely like people should like practice, you know, if you want the greater things in life, like if you want to be a leader, like if you want to be that person, if you want to succeed.
Are you saying that I'm asking, are you saying that the only way to be a leader or to be a great leader, you should dive or what they say, delve into Stoicism? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Respect. I second what Bayton just said because I feel that way as well. And I was talking to this he's a neighbor of mine, George, and he said that same sentiment. Like everyone can benefit from Stoicism. If you're not practicing that or reading about it, then you're cheating yourself.
Right.
So respect to that. On that same podcast, you were asked, actually, this is might seem like a clip somewhere. You were asked like, what advice do you have for new creators? And you said,
shout out to him, Brian.
Yes, sir. You said to have a strong enough why, consistency, and a total confidence.
Right.
Right. Would you say those same things outside of like a pursuit of a career? Those same things apply to like being the best you could be in life?
Yes, that's literally what it is. Like literally, like, and that's why I said in that podcast, whatever you're trying to do, like, either you're trying to like be in media, be a photographer, be an artist, like, whatever, like that foundation has to be there, and that foundation will make things easier to get by because then you'll find out if you really love it. If those things are there, then those things will activate on the stuff that you care about, you know? So
what does consistency look like in life?
Consistency looks like no matter what, it's on your mind. Like no matter what, you're going to still indulge in whatever you want to do. You know, it may not be, you could go from every day to every week or every day to a month. Or every day and something happens and every couple months you get back to it, it's still consistency.
Right.
Because it's never, sometimes we take a step back, but taking a step back physically doesn't mean you took a step back mentally.
Right.
So that's consistency to me. No matter what, it's operating. Now, when it's not physically or mentally, that's bad. That's when it's just
kind of non-existent, right?
Right. You don't want it.
Right.
You don't want it. So like, but consistency is both physically and mentally.
Wait, when you say that you don't want it, you're saying as the person, if you're not doing it physically or you're not thinking about it mentally, you don't want it?
Right.
You believe that? You don't think there's a situation that someone, for whatever reason, maybe they have too much things going on, they're overwhelmed, and it slips them. They do want it, but it's just maybe their priorities shifted?
No, I understand that. But the priority shifted. Is it still on your mind? Like, your priority shifted and you can't do what you're able to do, but is it still on your mind? Or is it you completely shut it out? Because some people completely shut it out. And if you're highly passionate about something, it will never shut out. Like, I went through, like I said, I started martial arts when I was 12. When I went to college at 18, I stopped. Stopped. But it was forever ingrained in my mind. So, like, I'll get by like, just either meeting with certain people, work out. I will, like, stop by, like, my old school for, like, a day, go. But, like, if I couldn't do it, I'll do something close to it because it's forever in my mind. So, and what I was addicted to was, I love martial arts, but I love the feeling of discipline and working on my body. So if I couldn't be at a gym, like, I'm going to take it out somewhere else. Like, you know what I mean? Either way, that energy has to get out.
Okay.
So to me, that's consistency.
Okay.
You know,
Yes,
so like,
sir. Respect. Do you believe that there's a difference? Okay, when you hear broke mindset,
Yeah.
is there a difference between broke mindset and poor mindset? Are they one and the same?
Broke mindset and poor mindset.
Yes.
Yeah, no. They're not the same. They're two different things.
Would you be willing to describe?
Yeah, so broke mindset and poor mindset. So two different definitions. Broke mindset is more, you could say, financially. But broke mindset is basically you're not thinking highly of yourself. Like, you're just trying to get by. Like, you want a restaurant, a broke mindset will, like, have you, like, cheat, if that makes sense. Like it will have you're supposed to do this, but your ignorance is making you do this. So, like, to me, that's a broke mindset.
Okay.
Like, you know, if I want customers for my shoots, right? If I'm going to do video shoots and, like, photo shoots, a broke mindset example would be, well, I'll wait until they hit me up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll wait until they hit me up. I got to put ad money so people can know what's going on. I got to spend money in certain places and network in certain places so people can know. If I just start a business and think everybody's just going to hit me up, that's a broke mindset.
Like failure to take initiative.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's what I mean. Like, it's you're not taking initiative, or you just have this huge expectation without, like, work. That's like a broke mindset.
Okay.
Poor mindset's worse because that's just poor mindset is just, obviously, you're just negative about everything. Like, you can say, hey, let's go here. You'd be like, but this, that, and that. Or you go, hey, you should do that, but just that, and that's a poor mindset. Because you're not filling any buckets that would, like, feed you, if that makes sense. Like, you just have a poor mindset on things. And poor mindset will basically block you from your own blessings. Okay. You know, broke mindset, you will, like, ruin your own blessings.
Block, ruin. Like, poor, how you're describing it sounds more like you're being negative towards everything.
Right.
And then the broke mindset is just you're missing action, pretty much. You're not taking no action.
Right.
That's what I heard.
Pretty much.
All right,
right.
cool.
I hope I made that clear for everybody.
Made that clear for me. Do one time for the camera. The how do you go about curating your friends nowadays?
Curating for what?
Just your friends, like the people that you keep around you. How do you accept friends? How do you not accept people into your life? I don't know how you go about making friends.
Good question. Like, I do have, like, a guard up. I do have, like, a guard up. But it's like, I'm a very open person. Like very open. So I remember one time somebody called me a golden retriever because, like, I'm able to, like, just, like, mingle with anybody. And no, I actually love people. So, like, I could be with people.
What's the guard?
The guard is more so, like, resources. Like, if you're just trying to, like everybody's gonna get used. Everybody's gonna get used, no matter how you look at it. Everybody's gonna get used, whatever. But you gotta watch out for who uses you. You know what I'm saying?
That's quite interesting.
Yeah, right, all right. Like everybody could drink from this lake, but if you're trying to contaminate my lake, that's why I have like a guard up.
Okay.
You know, because some people could love what you're doing and love the people that you're around, and their own insecurities or ignorance will blind them, and they want to like ruin that for you. And I'm not saying like in like a horrible way or like this happened before, but it's a thing that goes on in like every situation. You ever had a job and everybody's cool with you, but someone's like, "Oh, why you guys cool with him?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's.
I wouldn't know if that happened. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I don't know either. But like, since more so I have a business now. Like, I have like a guard. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like I have a business, so like I can't be too friendly in certain areas. But without the business, I'm pretty open. I love talking to people. Like, I feel like everybody has a message. I feel like when you meet people at certain times or just in general, it was meant to be bad or good. There might be something to learn from. Just like I like how we met. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know who was Kai. When I was shooting, he was probably standing there for like a good like 2 hours or something. And then we didn't have that conversation until like the end.
Yes, sir.
And but like to me, it's all meant to be type of stuff. So like, so for myself, I'm open to people because I feel like the atmosphere, God, like everybody is coming to you at the right time.
Well, when you say you had your guard, right? Especially you got a business now. Do you lead with trust?
Yes.
Okay. And has that changed with opening this business?
Sometimes it challenges it, but I had to leave a business with trust. Like if I lead with anything else, it'll like be internal damage.
Yes, sir.
Like, I have to trust. And honestly, having a business helps your growth. You know, it really does, because you got to take on things that like you wouldn't want to take on if you didn't have a business. But because I have a business, it's like, oh, I have to be this way. Oh, I have to do this. Oh, I have to get over this. I have to forgive this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I have something where I have to stand strong for. Yes, so I can't be emotionally distraught because of a certain thing or because this happened. Like, I can never be like defeated mentally. So to rise above that, keep trusting, keep forgiving.
Y'all hear that? Listen, if you want to practice virtue, start a business. Perfect opportunity to practice your virtues.
Yeah.
Forgiveness, all those things.
Yeah,
Patience.
save the world. Like, literally.
Save the world.
Yeah, for real. Like, try to be a hero. You will like change overnight. Like,
so try to be the hero. Yeah. I ain't got no comment on that one. I
gotta hear this one.
So I got a quote for you.
Okay.
And it's quite fitting actually, because you mentioned ignorance a couple times. So here's a quote: "Courage from ignorance leads to destruction."
Yes.
What do you take from that quote, sir?
Yes, because if you get your courage from ignorance, like ignorance is inspiring you, bro. Like that's your. Like you don't even have like a week until something happens. So nah, I mean, like, you can't be inspired off of ignorance. Ignorance. There's a dead end every time. There's a dead end every time because there's a ladder. Unless you want to use 2 hands and both feet to get up, you're gonna stay at one level, and that's ignorance. And you swear with that ignorance that you're gonna get here. But you don't want to use all your components to climb the ladder. So you're always going to be at a dead end.
Why would you say, just give your best opinion, of course. So people who are, let's say, ignorant in a certain facet of life, what do you believe is the reason why they stay in that ignorance?
Could be circumstance. It could be a mental battle. It could be like a lot of factors that like are could be beyond us, like, you know, from our understanding. Like,
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? That's why it's important to like never judge like another person, because you never know what their damage is doing to them and making them think a certain way. But I truly believe, like, if you understand success and what you want for yourself and what it takes to like keep or get to certain things, like you'll break out that mode. If
When
you,
oh, no.
no, I was gonna say if you always want better for yourself, you know, you're always gonna hit that challenge where it's like, damn, I gotta like, you know, stop being ignorant. Because like even as I'm talking about this, like I still go through situations where like I'm ignorant on, or like I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. Like, oh damn, I really gotta do that. Like, you know what I mean? Even right now, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I edit all these clients' work, and I, you know, it's piled up, and I'm just like, damn, should I spread out my whole day just being on a computer? But it's just like, don't be ignorant. This is what I asked for. Eat it. Like,
When you say if you want to be a successful person, then you'll come up out of your ignorance. What does that mean to you, being a successful person?
all right. I don't think I'm successful yet. I'm not down. I'm not hating on myself, right? I'm not hating on myself. Success to me, you know, it's the definition of success. Success to me is I'm able to do what I love, and I'm able to provide for like others. Now,
I have to cut you off.
Yeah.
So you said that you're not a successful person.
okay, I take that back. Because I didn't know if we was on the right definition of success. I should have asked that first. I do believe it's successful, but your question, what was it?
Well, you said that if you want to be a successful person, then you'll come up out of your ignorance.
Yes.
So then that's why I just asked you like what the success means to you. So you said loving what you do and creating for others.
Right.
Respect. And you are doing that. You are a successful person.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I don't want to hear that again.
Yeah,
Bayton.
I am so like, I believe in confidence and like self-righteousness.
Martial arts. Like,
yeah, I just, because when people say you're successful, like, it's like majority of people, because we're all like great individuals in here, but majority will think financially. Because the people think I have like, I'm doing this is like, oh yeah, you have a
$1 million
nice car, yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, so it's just like people got to change their definition of success.
Yes, sir.
Because like there's a lot of people out here that are already successful, but just don't even realize it. Like if they realize that what they have or what they can do. So my definition of success is, like I said, I'm able to do what I love. That's the huge thing. I'm doing something I care about. Like I don't have to like hide myself or like or compromise daily, you know. And I'm able to provide for others. So
Yes,
like I'm loving what I do, and it also makes people like benefit as well.
Yes, sir.
So that's the wealth. So it's just like the game of success has ended. That right there, because it's just like as long as I have those two things, like I'm good. You know what I mean? But of course, now you want to grow the farm more.
You said the farm?
The farm more, yes. 'Cause what you want to do in life, like whatever you're trying to, it's all a farm.
Yes, sir.
You plant that seed, it starts growing, and then you just see it flourish, and you're doing the same thing every day, watering.
That's that consistency.
Yeah, consistency, and you're just seeing it grow, and then your success is just determined from that.
Respect. And I heard something that changed my life was don't tie results to success. You set yourself up for failure that way. Success, just a mindset.
Right.
And you know, you love what you do, you create opportunities. Respect, bro. So cool. You are a successful person. I appreciate you having me here. The first road game for Growth is Competitive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate you too, man.
Appreciate that, brother. Okay, have you been fortunate enough to find your passion, you believe?
Yes.
Would you like to share your passion?
Sure. So my passion is basically being in the creative world. Sounds crazy.
Why does that sound crazy?
No, because you think like, I'm gonna say like what I like to do exactly.
I'm just thinking you're gonna say something, and I'm appreciative that you shared that.
Yeah.
So being in the creative world, is there something that you enjoy most about being in the creative world?
Yes. It's seeing all the different personalities, and it's like seeing everybody's superpower. Like really, like it's close to that. Like you're seeing a lot of a lot of you're seeing like a lot of energy going to something very like expressive. So even what you're doing right now, like this is your expression.
We're doing
That we're doing.
collaboration.
Yes. But this is all an expression of energy, you know. And it's like, yes, we're doing it, but like one half of it is like coming out of you. So they just seeing that is like, I like that, and finding my passion was just kind of that easy because you could stress out really easy trying to like define your passion on an activity or like a job, like or whatever. So it's just like when I talk to the youth or when I mentor, I'm like, hey, like where do you like to be? So I always say I use a house analogy. Like what house would you like to be in? The medical house, you know, the law house, the creative house, you know, the gardening house.
Where'd you get that from?
I made that up.
You made that up?
Yeah.
Okay. That's funny. I went to Mexico like a month ago, and they had something real similar. They just named everything houses, and I like that idea. And hearing you use it like that, what house you want to be in, it provides like I don't know. It feels good to hear that. Like I can go home and I could be with the creatives.
Exactly.
I can go home and I get medical people.
Right.
Respect.
You know, because no matter what, you're gonna be happy in the house.
Right.
You know?
Right. Okay. How important do you believe it is to attempt new things?
How important I believe it is to attempt new things.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. I believe it is important. I believe I should be doing more.
That's my next question. Follow up was, what's the last new thing you attempted, sir? Bayton.
Let's see.
He did the look for the listeners.
Yo, to be honest, I don't even know.
You don't know the last new thing you tried?
No.
So you believe it's important, but you're not out here taking action.
Yeah, like define like new things, like
something that you haven't done before, stepping outside of your current. I know you said that in the beginning that you don't step outside your current competencies too often, but I mean, isn't that a part of growth?
It is. I believe, okay, with my business, I feel like everything with my business is like I'm taking on random stuff. So like the new thing would be with like I shoot somewhere I never thought I would shoot before. But to me, that's just the same thing because it's just another shoot.
But it's a different location. I see what you're saying though.
Yeah.
But you can give yourself credit.
For that?
You can. You can.
Okay. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, like, cause like, yeah, I just shot at Quinnipiac. That was like
Quinnipiac is a college. Quinnipiac University, right?
Yeah, Quinnipiac University, and that was cool. Like now my media stuff is like getting me to places like where I'm like, okay, like we really traveling out here. I wouldn't expect to like be with horses, like you know what I mean. Like that was a different shoot with Harry Bell. Wouldn't expect to like, you know,
that's quite interesting. Like, and you just use the farm analogy, but now you're talking about you wouldn't expect to be with horses.
Yeah, like you know, with my camera, like because this all happened. My media career is happening faster than I think, but it's always been here. I think I just tapped into myself now, where it's just like it's just coming out. You know what I mean? So it's like they say you sharpen your sword for so long, and then when you finally cut something, it's like, dang, you cut the whole damn thing. So yeah, but no, trying new things. I want to try outside of what I do, because I feel like I'm expect to try new things within my career.
Right.
Now I want to go outside my career.
So how can we assure that you will do something new in the near future? How can we ensure that?
By checking my Instagram and seeing me swim with dolphins.
So you're gonna swim with dolphins? Yes. All right. And do you have a timestamp on that or a timeline for that?
Yes, 2023.
2023. Okay. Anytime in 2023? You'll swim with the dolphins?
Anytime in 2023.
All right, so I'm going to be checking up on you and making
sure.
sure.
Do I want to swim with dolphins? Yo, catch me on a camel. Catch me on a camel. Either the dolphins or a camel. All right? Catch me on one of those.
A dolphin or a camel.
Right, okay. Right.
So I'll be checking for you, goddammit.
Yeah, because they say dolphins can be kind of like messing you up sometimes. Like, I don't know.
Or like take you under the water. Then make you dizzy.
Right. So, all right, so fun fact. Like, I know how to swim.
You don't or you do?
I do know how to swim.
Okay.
I do know how to swim. But I have a phobia of like deep water.
No, yeah, for sure.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's just like an endless abyss. So And the dolphin situation, I never really thought out. So don't depend on that. But catch me with some animal, and I'm gonna tag you. Say I know, like.
Look, bro. If you on a dolphin, bro, it's gonna be in a controlled environment. It's not gonna be in the deep depths of the sea.
I know it's a living thing. Like it's
it is. A camel is too. They're both living. I wouldn't expect you to get on something that's dead, bro. I hope you don't do that. You take pictures next to dead things.
Not dead things.
Yeah.
Ew, no.
Okay, just checking it because you said it's living, so I don't know what your life experience has been.
Oh no, we take it forever living.
Say that, man. All right. So now we're getting into the lace 'em up segment, right?
Lace 'em up.
So this is where I'm going to run you through some questions, right? And you just say this first thing that comes to your mind. So are you ready?
Yes.
Well, I hope you're ready and you
I'm
got
ready.
your shoes tied because I'm about to run you through these goddamn questions and I hope you can keep up.
Let's go. Lace 'em up.
On your marks, get set, go!
What was the last purchase you made?
Shoes.
Can you recite any movie line?
I'm vengeance.
What movie?
Batman. Dark Knight.
When's the last time you told a lie?
Last week.
What was the lie?
I'm busy.
To who?
God damn it. I plead the fifth.
Anime or comic books?
God, what kind of question? Anime.
Videography or photography?
Videography all the way.
Rolling loud or smoking loud?
Rolling loud.
One profession the world could live without?
Gardening.
Gardening?
Yeah.
Okay. How would you describe the smell of your fart?
Chill.
When do you use what you've learned from martial arts?
When do I use it?
Right.
Physically?
Interpret it however.
Mentally? Every day.
Okay. And then physically?
Never.
If you were to rename yourself, what would that name be?
If I had to rename myself?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Black Panther.
Philosophy or religion?
Philosophy.
What comes to mind when you hear dreads?
Dang. Locks.
Small, medium, or large?
Hey, oh wait, what?
Small, medium, or large?
Large.
Tacos or burgers?
Ooh, tacos.
Learning or teaching?
Teaching.
If you were to go inside of a bar, what would be your order?
Ooh, easy. Douce and lemonade.
Okay. First thing that comes to mind when you hear black?
History.
If any, what is one book you'd recommend?
Think and Grow Rich.
Say it again?
Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
Okay. This one you can take your time for.
Okay.
How do you feel your competitive spirit has contributed to you being where you are today?
It has. How has it fulfilled?
Fulfilled or how contributed to you being where you are today? Whether it's fulfilled you and
It highly contributed. Because my only competition is myself, and everybody's only competition should be themselves. Never look at the next person, what they're doing. If you do that, that should be for inspiration. But your only competition is yourself, because you're going home to yourself and your thoughts. Your thoughts is what divides you from doing more.
And I want to say, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I had to, Bayton, because he said you're only going home to yourself. That sounds like a single man to me, God damn it.
I don't. Hey, rubber this. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean. Like your own thoughts
Yes, sir.
think you out of things.
Yes, sir.
So that's what I mean. Because your competitive enemy is not calling you every night. Like, yeah, I hope you wake up and just have no inspiration. No, only you're telling yourself that. So.
Right. 1 year from now, we have a bottle of champagne, right? What are we celebrating? 1 year from today.
We're in Dubai.
In Dubai?
Yeah.
Riding that camel?
Yes.
Okay. All
That's
right.
actually my goal. Like, I want to go to Dubai.
You want to go to Dubai?
Yeah, I do.
All right, you're going to make it happen. God damn it.
Yeah.
So usually I have an opportunity hoop, but now this is an away game, so I don't have an opportunity hoop, but there's always a chance to create an opportunity, right?
Okay.
So I'm showing the camera a number 1 through 5, right?
Okay.
See, all right. What was that number? And if you get it wrong, you have to do 10 push-ups. Or what would you want to do for your consequences for getting it wrong?
Wait, I gotta choose my own consequences?
You don't have to. I can choose it.
Okay, you choose it.
10 push-ups.
Okay.
If I get it wrong, what would you, or if you get it right, what would you want my consequences to be?
Okay, you had to say The last time you lied, and to who?
All right, you will find that on the Instagram. Growth is competitive. God damn it. So you ready? What's the number?
Is it 3?
It is 2, sir. You gonna bust down those push-ups. At the end, it's okay.
Okay.
So now is the part I will ask you to look in your camera and pose for the thumbnail on 3. That's your camera. That's mine. You ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Cool, my
Hold
brother.
on, let's do that one more time.
One more time. This is the first time in history running it back.
Yeah, running it back live. Like, you know what I'm saying? I felt awkward doing this. Let's do this. Let's do this again.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
When just for the listeners out there, he said he felt awkward. He grabbed the whole entire mic and tried to lick it.
Yeah,
That's what he tried to do. Goddamn it!
Yo, you know what I'm saying? Shit happens.
So I certainly do appreciate you. Before we go out, so we are the World of Babylon. Do you want to let anyone know any events you got coming up, or where can they find you?
Yeah, sure. Worldofbabylon.com. Word of Babylon. That's the name on everything. Instagram, Facebook. You can find me at Directed by Sensei. Like I said, Word of Babylon is a media company, and we're here to provide a sanctuary for the culture. So if you have dreams, aspirations, you could come through, contact us, and we could build something together. We do everything from art galleries, commercial work, videography, photo shoots. So it's definitely there's a lot. It is a lot, and I hope to have it something up there with MTV and like BET. I just like something cultural where
you want to have your own network.
Yes,
let's get it. It's gonna happen.
Yes,
it's gonna happen.
Yes.
Word of Babylon. Goddamn. Now I personally do believe your competitive spirit can guide you to be a better person. So activate that thing and let's get it.
Yes.
Woo! You can say something.
I can say something.
No, like you can like yeah. I'm out.
All right. Sensei out.